bones, dude. Fill us in.
So it's, the Ubisoft enabled adventure bit, and I played like an online portion of it, with some teams.
Sure.
I honestly, I don't know what the other structure for it is, but this is what they were showing off. And so we were 5, galleons or ships. There's 3 classes. One's obviously a heavier, one's long range, one's medium. And there was sort of a first sequence where we picked up a bunch of loot and sort of destroyed some AI ships. I think they're like merchant ships, which was pretty cool. You just go on, you can board them. And then it went to kind of more of a versus phase. So then the other team of 5 came in, and now it was just, high seas tactics. It was some pretty, it's pretty high seas adventure, actually. It was pretty cool. I mean, I didn't fare super well, but I mean, the cool thing about that game is, we're sort of used to Twitch combat. We're used to quick decisions. We're used to all these sort of things. And it takes tactics, but obviously it slows it down because you're talking about ships, which, there's wind currents you've got to deal with. You're maybe jiggering with the sails to get more speed and stuff like that. And so it's no less tactical. It just plays out differently. So in my case, I could see the disaster coming a little farther off, and I'm like, okay, I am in a really bad spot. And so then you can be like, how am I going to get my ship around so my, starboard side just doesn't get totally blown to pieces. So it's kind of like, you can see the disaster coming, but which is some of the thrill, I think. But that just sort of heightens how you have to tactically maneuver, to make sure that you don't get yourself in those really bad spots. So also, when you're playing the PvP part, the other team boards, which then they take a whole bunch of your loot, a lot of the loot, because you can respawn, but if you get boarded, then that's it for your ship. And then it goes from there to, I think they're called Pirate Hunters, which I think are AI sort of ships which come on. So now it's kind of like 3 sides are going at it. You're just trying to get your head around that. And then it's also like an escape phase, which is basically like, I think as the round's getting over, it's like, okay, who can beat it out of here with the loot? So you're kind of, you're mashing your sails, you're trying to, get going and stuff. And it's basically just like, reach this part of the sea or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, I don't know, if that was a very specific mode or, if, being Ubisoft, I'm sure that's just one part of the whole thing. But
that's what
I'm
really trying
absorbing.
to. I'm trying to wrap my mind around that. Like, it seems like the Black Flag fans, the Assassin's Creed fans, are like, "Holy crap! A new Pirates experience is everything I ever wanted. Strip all that Assassin's Creed nonsense out of here. Just Pirates." I'm trying to figure out if it's that full like adventure experience, or if this is just like another For Honor, where they're just focusing on multiplayer. Just want that cool, weird combat experience.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know. They didn't talk much about the larger thing. It was kind of like, okay, sit down and you're gonna have this particular experience. So unfortunately, I just can't say.
That's what I want. Like, I want a fun story experience. I don't want more For Honor. I don't want just multiplayer gameplay.
And you're never, to be clear, you're never controlling a character from third person or something like that, right? Like,
no,
you're just controlling the ship.
You are the
right?
ship.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
Mario
when you do the
threw his
boarding,
hat at the
it's like a one button thing. So you get close enough. I think you hold it down. The old circle fills and.
Okay, the old circle. Yeah, because everyone was like, kind of like, oh man, Sea of Thieves is probably shaking in their boots.
Yeah.
But they seem pretty different actually, other than the pirate aspect of it, because you're in Sea of Thieves, you're like a first-person pirate running around a ship, where here you're controlling a full ship.
Right.
Right.
But I'm curious to see when those games come out, if they will continue to be compared.
They're both 2018 games. It's gonna be that weird pirate competition.
Yeah,
You're the pirate.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves.
I don't need to be here.
Your friends and stuff. I think that. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's probably
It'll be
a little
different
bit
enough.
different experience. Yeah.
I mean, they said they've rebuilt it, because they kind of took the Black Flag thing, but then they said they rebuilt it, but it looks like it plays exactly like Black Flag.
Which I don't mind. I love the idea of Ubisoft remixing some of their content. Where it's like, oh, this is a great experience. We can use it for something else. And it's weird how it harkens back to a survey they sent out. Remember? A survey right before, I think even Black Flag was announced or released. Of hey, would you ever want a standalone Pirates experience? And apparently enough people said yes. We're like, all right, Singapore, get on it, man. Let's go.